rend les choses faciles. Et sèche-moi ces larmes de crocodile.
It's Tool Review Tuesday. Roll the intro. Alright, so today I'm going to mix up a little bit. I'm going to show you something that's a timeless tool, something that came in a metal box back in the day. I think I bought this before I ever had kids, believe it or not. And the Biscuit Joiner, let me give you a close-up look at it. Very simple design. This is the dust bag. This is the Biscuit Joiner right here. And I have 3 different size biscuits. There's a 20, there's a 10, there's a 0. So it depends on what size wood you're joining. So I recall when I bought this, I heard a comment from a friend of mine. He said that one of his, I think it's like his brother-in-law, he said bought one thinking that he's going to need it all the time and said he never uses it. Well, this is actually something I don't really use that often, but when I have to join wood, this thing is amazing. So I'm never going to sell it or get rid of it. And from what I've seen online, the design really hasn't changed that much. So let's take a closer look at it. So here it is, as you can see. This folds forward to 90 degrees if you're going to do like a 90-degree biscuit. All right, so this is a 3/4 inch piece of oak. I'm going to actually join 2 pieces of this together. I did a project with this last night, but today I'm going to show you how this works with the scraps. So you can adjust the height of this. So right now it's going to be like right in the middle of that 3/4 inch. So then what you do is you select the size of the biscuit you're going to use. So for this, it's pretty big. I'm going to do 2 of these. I'll probably just go with the biggest biscuit possible, the number 20. And probably do 3 biscuits. I think that should do it. These are really strong. I'm not sure exactly what they're made of, some type of hardwood. The way the Biscuit Joiner works is you line this little red dot up with that line right there. And when you turn it on, you just push that in. Check this out. I don't know if you can see this right here. That's the blade. Let's see what number I have it set at. Oh, 0. Okay, let me turn it. All right, so there's 0, there's 10, and there's 20. There's an M right there, which I'm guessing means manual, so you can control the depth that you want. So for the 20, that's what this biscuit right here, it has the number 20 next to it. So once I plug it in, you can see that blade. So we get some contrast. So that will inject into there. All right, let's give that a shot a minute. And I like to just put my thumb like right on there to keep it secure. Pull the trigger and then I just push it in a couple times. And as you can see, there's a nice little pocket for the biscuit to go in. Just clamp off there. Very nice, safe tool right there. As soon as you let go of the trigger and the spring comes back, the blade is recessed inside the tool. Okay, so here's my other board, and those line up perfectly. All right, so what you do, just fill glue into those spots right there. glue into these slots right here. And then I also put a little bit of glue on the sides. Yep, and then just clamp it down. After you glue it, let it rest. So when you glue that, you just let that, clamp those nice and tight, let that set up, and then you'll have yourself a nice solid board. Let me show you some results. All right, so my project of taking two 1x8s and joining them together is something I did last night. I'm actually replacing a shelf that's kind of worn out. So here's my final result. So I just joined this together, clamped it. It's pretty decent, I'd say. So my plan is now to run my sander over it and then stain it. And hopefully this will look like one big chunk of wood. But because of the biscuit joiner, let's see, let me tell you how many biscuits I put in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 biscuits, very solid. And I made sure the tops were lined up properly. It's kind of funny, on the back side, some glue dripped through and I had some paper so it went, like, get on my workbench. So I am gonna have to run my belt sander, but this side right there is actually, it catches. So it's kind of funny, you'd think two identical pieces of wood that you'd buy would be like the same exact thickness, but that's not the case. But my main concern is making sure the top came out nice and smooth. So the bottom, I'll just run either my orbital sander, and that's not enough. I'll run my belt sander down the middle, and it'll just rip that paper off right there, and the glue that's kind of seeped down to the bottom. So, all right, so that's my quick overview of the Dewalt biscuit joiner. They actually call it the plate joiner. This one is model 5840B. So I will put a link to Amazon below for this. All right, so my question of the day is, if you own a biscuit joiner, please tell me what model you have, how long you've owned it, and how often you use it. All right, if you find this video interesting and informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time. All right, so if you like this video, I think you might like a few other videos over there to the right. So please click on those. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that button down below. And if you want to see what I'm up to throughout the week, please connect with me on Twitter and Instagram. All right, friends, enjoy.